Hello boys, my name is Little Yoshi and welcome back to my 100% now sort of blind playthroughs and building my second time doing these missions, although once I get used to them I'll be fine. My name is Little Yoshi and we left off in Hyrule Warriors 100%, trying to get Definitive Edition, that is, getting to get the boss challenges done as part of challenge mode. Not to mention, we did do all of the Cucco's Fury mode, although we already had a lot of it done. We just finished off the last battle to finish off that in this chapter, and also got here to 255. Please go back and see those if you are interested. Alright, so back to Brave Battle otherwise. So other than that, yes, if anybody's confused why we're seeing the same missions again, one of the 100% requirements required that we get an A rank with everyone on challenge mode. This is only complete once we see the A rank on all characters, and once I get to the last one, I will be doing a final check on both drilled and regular mode too. If I do not, if I'm missing even a single one, okay, we'll have to go back and do that at some point. So the idea is I'll try to do that right away. Okay, now we have Ardrox here. Whoa! It's not the way I wanted to interrupt that. Make up for that, we need to do that a couple of times. Okay, that works. So these is basically like the rack up your KO count missions in Adventure All. It's just that we defeat extra waves of bosses, and there's even more than normal. So it is really tricky. Just barely on it up trying to do that. And sometimes they'll do the trick attack, by the way. That's probably my least favorite part about them. So you can sometimes just evade your attack waves and then often come back down to attack you again afterwards. Alright, let's just use this one time to weaken everyone beside us. Okay, that works, apparently. It's not wanted to defeat that. That works, I guess. Okay, I barely got it. That's about what you want to do, is Impa, taking out these giant pieces quickly. Alright, now we'll magic the first time. Get that done. Take this guy out so we can figure out where it's coming from. So as the summoner's literally right next to him. knocking these guys back so we can have their time to do stuff. Hey, for once King of Battles is his own man. We're fighting him on Death Mountain, where you're actually supposed to fight him in the game. Okay. He is literally not. Yeah, let's get rid of this first. Turn around. There we go. Well, since it took so long, yeah, we'll end this early. We're doing this kind of in reverse. We're doing the attack sap, then doing the combo. So we'll be doing that a couple times instead, hoping to take them both down at once. But again, it's really tight to get. I think only a very few characters can actually take out 2 or more giant bosses at the same time. Both knocking them down and also taking down the dudes at the same time. Scientifically, for most people, they just use Fountain, knock a single boss down, and then pound with a combo so they don't both get out, and then use shells to just quickly knock down the other one. That's the best way to take them down arrow-wise. So yeah, this is the main reason we need Special Fountain Plus. I might just do the easier setup for this. The slightly easier setup is really just don't do the normal sprint. Instead, just take them down one at a time or weaken them a bit, see what happens. They do not knocked out right away. If you knock them out, that's good. You don't have to deal with them. But if they survive, you can go on to the other giant boss, and then you can try and take them both out at the same time. And that works better. The only reason I just don't do it is because then I worry I might accidentally too much damage from all of them to combine. Anyway, for anybody who's wondering about do I have to make under a certain amount of damage to make sure I get the A rank, well, as far as I'm aware, you only have to do that in the challenges that do not say survival battle. If battle remained the same, which I assume it has, that means you can take as much damage as you want and it's fine. But you do want to be careful in that anyways, because you don't get any natural healing in survival battle. Not even from level ups, I think. So you have to actually game mostly as intended. So these brave battles and survival battles are going to be where most time comes from this part of challenge mode, but we'll be doing them a lot faster due to the fact that we can just rush through this battle ones very easily. Yeah, shouldn't take very long at all. I know for some other players, especially you have to do a save run within a little bit. I'll say by playing around 10 to 12 hours of this at once, that they'll usually take breaks on these battles with timers once they've gotten a certain save, but I'm not going to do that. One, because I probably need the experience, and two, actually only do like 2 of these videos every day, so I typically only start this 2 hours once a week. That's what I've decided to do with that, because I feel like it lets me still get this playthrough done, but at the same time still focus on my normal content I want to do on my channel. But anyways, this way you guys can hopefully see the end to this Hyrule Warriors game, which I've been wanting to do for a while anyway. Alright. Anyway, HP doesn't really matter since we're not playing Link anymore. Sorry, that's all I can say. Oh my goodness. Alright. This battle's almost done. Fight battles are definitely the next best way to gain experience if you don't have the right setup up. So if for some reason you have only boss challenge up in your Wii U game, then probably getting to a Brave Battle level 3 is and just doing that battle naturally could give you a lot of experience. Of course, it could be really hard to do safely on the mass level with very low level characters, but it can be a nice way to grind experience. I think I'm gonna do the other alternative. What's that other alternative, you ask? Well, a safe alternative for making sure I don't activate magic at the right time and mess up is to actually just use Magic Fountain Plus very end just immediately. I checked and it looks like I don't have it. Must have been using it so much that I forgot that I used it all. Never mind, I'll just do the normal strat then. We'll be attacking here for a bit instead. Yeah. Okay, I guess while I'm saying this, while I'm going through this, since this is just going to be a challenge role for a little bit, I do need to also ask again, which warrior do you think is your favorite and why? And let us know what your favorite weapon is. If you say a warrior that has multiple weapons like Impa does. It'd also be nice if you have like what weapon is your favorite for each character. If you're interested in saying that, please let me know. I want to know you guys' favorite characters. For favorite characters, personally myself, I'm mostly between either Link, Young Link, or Main Link. Try and Vinda, because they all have really good AoE and can do these missions a lot easier and don't really need to use fairy magic. So whenever we get to Young Link, that's going to be very interesting. If I had to do this with only one character for a more fair run, I would have chosen Young Link, but I'm too late to back down now, boys. They've already signed in for this, so we better finish it off. And we'll still have to do hero mode after that, but once we're done, this will be done. So, we'll just go straight into Brave Battle level 3. Okay, I forgot the thing. I'm actually tired of the animations personally though, so I don't blame myself for skipping them. They take so long to take about an extra minute per map, which adds up after a while. So there's a good reason why I skipped them. I just realized, if this animation is so slow, will they get up immediately? Okay, sort of. Jeez, I literally got full stun lock. I couldn't even do anything for a minute. Okay, we need to use this to just special enemies out of the way right away. Okay, well that worked just as fine. Tried to do an initial strategy, but they'll still thinking redeads, of course, have to ruin it. So I gotta tell you, now I'm just using those to take them out instead. And I'm not done yet. I need to use specials, and I might have to take out more enemies in a minute. Okay. That kind of worries me a little bit about the damage taken on the map. So I might have to use specials to knock the other enemies away as they get nearby. Keeps going towards it. Stop it. I want to take you out now. And he didn't even run away. Oh, he just blocked the attack anyway. Alright, cheap eater. See how it is. Alright, so just to stop the other annoying things from happening, we're gonna get all this removed first, because they're gonna be really annoying after a while. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Now we need to just defeat all the captains that get nearby us, so we don't have them attacking us either. Oh, different is so that's why everyone's getting boosted. But who are you supposed to know that is an enemy clan? When a boss is the one that's teaching the enemy, then how are you supposed to know what to do? Okay, well, I already took a lot of damage. I'm just gonna restart. I don't care. I'm adding 4 beds. That first part was so bad it didn't count at all. So we're gonna try again, but we're hopefully not going to get stunned like 15 bazillion times by the redeads. So we'll just immediately crush him down then. Just have to weaken any one of the bosses. I'll just knock him back down again. Now you can see what the real problem is in most of the game. Unless you know exactly what to do, the enemies are just gonna keep on. Alright, well now I know where the Goma Hands is, the one that I have to take out. That's gonna be the first one I take out. I hate this so much. Literally, if it wasn't for those stupid frickin' redeads, they would be at me. I would have already knocked out the enemy so much easier. This is so much different than anything else I've done, to the point where I may have to actually start magicking earlier than I expected. Top of that, they're super tanky, so there's a chance they might not even fully pay when I attack them. Besides being at 255, mind you. Alright. Emma's appeared. Now we are going to do this in a more linear order than I wanted to do. Except this time we're not going to lose so many hearts. I know, I was a bit worried about the A rank for that, but at the same time it's also easier on this version compared to the Wii U and DS versions. This is the one we need to beat, the blinking one. So we're just gonna special this guy down then. After what happened before, we can't take any chances. We'll just hack him 3 times in a row like this. Again, he survived. I'm gonna actually... But let's just use this now. He just blocks everything. Alright, we have to... yeah, do you see, guys, why Goma is my least favorite boss? He literally blocks everything you do. It's just unfair. Annoying he is to take out. I hate him more than I hate Pandendula simply because of that fact. Alright, we need to take out the Drain Sarah Tear now. Considering what's been happening, we better use magic first to beat him. What? Okay, that was unfair that time. I don't know what caused him to get up super immediately, but that was cheap. And it's starting to cheat. He doesn't even play the game right. Just immediately got up in a few minutes. Now you can see why I hate this so much. Because of how many there are, there's almost no way you can extreme crush them all down, too. Yeah, these friend redeads are being as annoying as possible. Immobilizing me at the literally worst possible time. Yeah, get out of my way. You were right in my way. Maybe it went faster because I used magic, and maybe a timer probably goes while you use that. That's probably what actually happened. So, never mind. That's a sell. Never use fairy magic at that point. But at the same time, I can't really ignore using it because we need it in this later battle. Chance of actually defeating the bosses in a quick amount of time. We haven't even summoned the first wave yet. There'll still be another wave after all this is done. I'm just gonna attack this one first, find the next time. So you don't have a really good way to stun them up, so I'll just try to trade attacking both of them once. This is the one I didn't attack much. Oh wow, I actually did attack him in the background. This is the only way I know of to stop both of them at the same time. And it's quite tedious. Oh, what am I doing? Let's do this. Oh, he's not in Chigrains anymore. Alright. Let's see if that was enough. Okay, it does. Alright. Since it's designed in Chigrains, we'll use one again. That it is. Anybody's wondering what the Fairy is because they're using aim or remember it? It's a definitive versus 3DS exclusive that was added called High Fairy, which lets you basically get your own Manta or whatever as a guardian to help your warriors out, and they do lots of overpowered things. The main thing they do though is fairy magic, which lets them basically summon defense drop on these enemies whenever we want, and that's what makes them so broken, because you can literally weaken every enemy in the game using this strat. I think this is normally a flame enemy, so I do extra damage to an Andala as a result. So he's not as bad as the other ones, because we can just... Okay, I dodged just in the right time. Yeah, it was also very easy to set up the combo on. I did not do it properly though. Good special timing on these. I can see why a lot of phones will initially like Magneto though, because remember, he has an attack that can do a lot of damage in quick succession if you don't know about it. But actually, it's not that hard to deal with though. Oh, that worked. Sometimes I'll bug out and let you attack him with only one. Well, nothing explains why it should happen, but it does. So that goes Bastia Rock. Good to know. We don't have much to Extreme Crush Wrath, so we need to try and beat these Anandalas normally. Alright. I think I have more than enough health to have. Anyway, now I just didn't want to start with that much health that early on. I don't care if it's 6 extra minutes added to my timer. I'm not cutting this out at any point, so I'd rather get this done now. Although it is possible potentially I could get to A rank and not actually have to take out any of them, but I doubt that'll actually work. So yeah, if we wait long enough, eventually they'll stop thinking about doing a different attack and they'll just straight for me. Okay, that works. Yeah, that's what I thought. We don't even have an Extreme Crush after we used all of them up trying to take on the Gomas. Super annoying. Oh great. Go away, Redad. No one likes you. I'm gonna try and special on the way and see if that actually worked or not. Hey, he's finally out of the freaking way. Now we don't have to worry about getting mobilized every little 3 seconds. Alright, what do we even have? Okay, well, we're actually not even close to the damage potential taken. It's normally like 90 so it's not even close. Oh, we're fine. We're perfectly fine here to keep going. Alright. Get a little bit of time to use magic. Yeah, typically in these outs I just take out the giant bosses one at a time because you have so much time to them anyway. Really, the giant being crushed should be used to deal with the other enemies. By the way, I could have minded any other enemy being in the area, but redents, they're like the worst. Did they interrupt you every few seconds? Pretty much exclusively messes up unless you have a special to cancel the effect immediately. because they're my least favorite captain enemy in the bunch. Otherwise, yeah, we're done with this, hopefully. Hopefully the spiral battles are not as painful. I know they only have typically 1 or 2 enemies at once, but in exchange they have that cannot even be knocked down. Which is basically like the super armor King the Doggo from the Crusade. Alright. Considering my damage here and just taking out the other enemies. I'm gonna assert my damage by taking out every other enemy dead on here so they never attack me ever again. He's just running everywhere, what the heck? Since confused, like there's Impa. Got him. Did say I would not mind appearing, so we'll keep seeing them as they appear here. I want to play it more safe now. Middle now. I think before I must have found some cheesy way to do it with link damage because I play it super safe with him. But to be fair, he got a much better combo for out-name bosses than Impa does. By the way, Sheik won't be quite as bad when we do him because he actually, yeah. She is probably the best way to take the bosses down, so we can annihilate pretty much all of them very quickly, guaranteedly. And if he's super tanky, we can just use the flame a second time, interrupt it with a special if we need to, which we probably won't, and they can just combo each boss down immediately. Whoa, jeez. I'm not suffering from a cold, by the way. It's just really cold outside, and that's making me do that. There, how I said it. Just the fight battles alone took 30 minutes. I almost kind of want to split this into 3 parts, actually, not 2, but I already said we'd only do 2, so hopefully we can, do something more different this time. Alright. Alright. Yeah, that's right. Let's just move on to the next battle, Impa. Why not? There's only one victory animation for Cheek, so we won't have to watch as many. The same will also go for pretty much every other character in the game. So the first battle will typically be shut off, and then after that we'll just be speeding through every other battle because we want to get through this as quickly as possible. Alright, now for the more interesting battles, in my opinion. Each of the survival battles is a little bit different, and these are the only worried parts of the whole run. Challenge zone. This is the part where I'm still confused what you actually need to get for A rank, so typically I'm just going to magic up and just immediately play as many enemies as I can fast. Even if it wastes Magic Fountain Plus, it is what it is. We want to try and get as hills as we can early. From what I've seen, 2,000 seems to be plenty for these maps. Probably the first survival battle is the toughest due to having the least amount of troops. So we pretty much just have to magic each one of them. Then attack. Alright. Alright. Figured I'd get one in before the magic ends. So the biggest tricky part about survival battle, in case anybody's new to them, you pretty much have to defeat all the enemies really quickly, but also there's assassins that do more damage, and you do not get access to any heals. Like, see that? You cannot use it at all. So you have a limited amount of health to defeat the enemies with. These pellets that you get here are the only thing you get. The first battles are so easy though that you typically don't really need them if you know what you're doing. It's the other stuff where it might get really bad. Additionally, at first you can knock down the giant bosses like you will normally, but eventually they added a new mechanic where for some reason you cannot knock them down at all. In the giant battles with Ganon and you could knock down almost everyone except Ganon himself. He's Ganon himself. He's the only one that you can be not knocked down. But in here we actually get dark variants that are similar to enemies we've already faced before. These ones cannot be knocked down. And so we must defeat them as normal. Anyways, these are the only parts that could be quite tight for getting the amount of moves we need, so this is why we're trying to... So that's just last of all. Fast. Thankfully, these are usually much faster than the era missions. We're also getting magic to use against the enemies. We have a lot more of that due to not having any heart drops whatsoever. Oh, Riddle, you're back again. Here again. There we go, Riddle's defeated. Alright. Whoa! Oh, Goma, you stand right in my face. I'll knock you down right away so we can deal with that. I'm just gonna use Special twice since it's Goma that we're talking about. hits her with one of the disses immediately, and then we can just magic immediately to get some troops. So yeah, since I have no idea how many we actually need, we're just gonna maximize our instead. We'll have as many as we possibly can. Literally, we'll get all AOs today. Yeah, I forgot to say. Whoops. It's so easy to say. The game technically calls them not the other way around, if you know what I mean. I'm just gonna slash these guys down. They're pretty tricky to actually defeat with your character. It's the safest way of doing that, probably. One of the weaker enemies can be there. Other than that, though, yes, you can take as much damage as you want in the survival battles. It does not matter. You do not need to care about bending the A rank on this. And by the way, your Extreme Crush will not work on these guys either, so really you would actually use it here. I forgot. Yeah, well, it still works. So this is the dark enemy I was talking about. Of course, in exchange for great power comes a lot of damage, apparently, because while he's in this he will never block attacks. That's actually the big change, is the dark enemies will never block your attacks, so you can always do damage to them, but so that means all of a sudden you can't not take from them, so you often have to have a lot of HP saved up, and if you do, you can just burst through them like that and get them down. So ideally, this should be the victory that I need, because usually it's 1600 that you need. Just focus to double make sure that, and I even used on there. Yeah, see, under 2000 hills, still at the A rank. That proves that we need at least 1600 typically. It's the later battles that typically require more. There was one that required actually 5000 hills on Ganon's side initially, except for the final one, which instead required 8000 hills. So that one's the big one. But this is not. And after all, this is Impa we're talking about. You can't defeat quite as many troops as the others can. Alright. Let's try to be smarter how we do these. Thankfully, they should be pretty quick once we know what I'm doing. The first two are fairly straightforward. They are a little bit more challenging and a bit worrisome due to having more enemies compared to before. Alright, here we go. We'll use one magic here. I think we need to move a bit closer here. Didn't seem like they were getting attacked at all. Dang. Oh, we have a prison. That's not easy for us to take out, huh? Thankfully, you can just break the Tozai away with that, although it's so... Tails, maybe this is not a good idea after all. Just run away from him. Oh, what am I doing? That's not what I wanted to do at all. Ugh, jeez. That might have been a bit disturbing for some of you. Oh my gosh, he's not stopping. I think because we slowed him down, maybe? See, he's pretty easy to knock down. I probably should have used it on him, but whatever. Alright, that works. Let's do that. I don't care about you, I transferred to. You were really far behind, and I didn't want to waste a lot of time to be here. Okay. I don't know, Sheik. If anything, it's you that's going to not last long against Impa. That have the two here, clearly, right? She's the leader, Sheik is not. We know that from the Hanses. That's all I know. Anyway, let's use magic now. There's a lot of troops nearby. We can get a good amount this way. Still not at 1600, but we still have a lot of there to go, so I should be fine for that. So note to self, for the first couple, go for just 2000 and then to just finish the map as fast as possible after that. Pulled him through the wall there, almost. Now, the Dark Manhandle might be one of the worst champions to take out. This one might want to use Mountain just to not take knockback from him every time we damage from him. So yeah, let's actually do that in a minute. After we first use this, just to ensure everything is weakened. We'll go right next to these troops, why not? Then we'll use the focus sphere so that we cannot make any knockback. Oh wait, we have rally captains and our enemies to defeat. What are we doing? We should be defeating those first. Take out the banking dudes first. Oh, he just keeps following me around. It's like my least favorite of the attacks he could do. Got him. At least he didn't do the sewer attack once. That's okay. So yeah, once he becomes... That's when it really gets sad. Oh yeah, okay. Hey, the one I want to attack keeps dodging my attacks. Whoa! Ah! Come on, I'm so close to the end of this series. Could you not got me, OBS? Yeah, that still happens sometimes. Upon closer inspection, I found out what's actually the problem. It's not OBS, the side of it's not my computer or my cords at all. It's the fact that OBS will just randomly cut out for no reason and just skip. It's really stupid, but it keeps happening. The only thing I could do is just keep eyes around and hope it fixes itself eventually, but it's dumb. What's funny is the is always fine. It stays on normally, but then it just blanks out randomly, and that's what's the dumb part about it. Hang on, I'm gonna do this again for a bit. Alright, well, after that brief interruption, let's try and finish the battle this time. Properly, hopefully, this time. Yeah, how about that, Goma? Eat it. Eat it, you stinker. Attack 2 Gomas at once there. Let's frickin' go, dude. We are back in it. So, I found a bit more about the origin of the problem that I keep having, and I may have discovered something really deceptive. So I found out it's a mix of the two problems, actually. It's not just OBS at all. It's not just individually OBS at all. In fact, it's a mix of the two. What I mean by a mix of the two is, to test this out, I tested it for a little bit to see if it was bugging out. And I figured out when it just kept on bugging out repeatedly, I had to not only change up the chords and do other stuff, but if OBS kept doing that, the only way to fix it is to literally stop my video, turn off OBS, turn off my capture as well, by turning off the game, and then turning both of those back on in the order I normally do that. And that's the only way to fix that. It's not even a full fix, too. It's only a brief fix. My idea, hopefully, is if we can get better chords along with the too hard, we can fix the issue permanently and we'll never have to deal with that shenanigans again. But yeah, that's the idea of what happened. So as a result, this video is going to be really sped up as a result, but otherwise nothing will happen. It'll be about the same time frame. I'll just have to combine the last two videos into one, which is very annoying, but it is what it is. All you need to know is I'm safe and we should be fine for the rest of the video. But basically, I found out it was a mix of a gen between my chords and OBS. And I figured that it actually was the chords. And the way I figured that out is I basically just left on my theme for a bit after the issue. to see if it would turn off and on again, and it did turn off exactly one time, but then it still stayed on for a bit after that. So I basically kind of used that to figure out that the only way to really, truly deal with it in the best way possible and be safe about it is basically I have to, for some reason that issue goes this, I have to fix the chords first, which can be random when that happens, and then I have to turn off MBS, turn off name capture, and then turn it back on again. Of course, that's really annoying for me because then that means I sometimes have to Peniels, as this always likes to happen when I'm recording. Given I try to get all of it set up together. It's very tedious, especially when you want to do a lot of hours at once. So it's like, my gosh, not do it. It doesn't help that I also like focusing on one screen compared to the other, so it's like, happens is just the worst thing in the world. And so yeah, I'd hate to lose even one part of this whole playthrough, because that would think that I skipped part of the 100%. Didn't actually do it legit, so that's why I'm so worried whenever that happens. I promise this will be the last time it happens now. When I get a new computer, it'll hopefully have better cables that actually connect better to it. We may even have to get a better monitor, as this other is quite old. Maybe we should just get new ones that work more better. This kind of stuff. This one is what I wanted to do. What? How did he survive for all that? Still. Alright, we're knocking him down now. Fine. Got rid of him. Alright, good. Yeah. Let's focus on doing the mission now and we should be fine. Probably could have just gone for the magic statue first, but again I didn't think because there was a Lily right next to us. Alright. There we go. Okay, I need to actually get spawned in here. Now we still have a couple of missions to do, but to still go pretty fast, especially after what happened there if I capture fire. Let's that doesn't happen. At least I figured out the capture card is still fine. I'm not sure if it needs to be replaced or not. Although, to be fair, after checking, I think I have been using the same capture card for 6 years. So, since a lot of the setup of the problem potentially originates from the capture card, because like I actually have a really new card, so I'm not sure if it's that's doing it. It's like. The research I told you about, yeah, it almost looks like it does. I actually originate from the capture card. I'm worried because just based off of that, because I think I started recording in 2019, but I've had the same capture card for like 6 years. It never started breaking down on me for a while, to be fair. And now all of a sudden it's just randomly constantly, and so that's probably a sign that my capture card is actually getting super old. So I think whenever I do my air savings, I'm gonna actually I don't care anymore. I'm gonna blow some extra money just to get a new capture card that hopefully runs more smoothly. I'll probably still stick with the same brand. I'll just go with a newer one that's fresh, that hopefully never breaks down ever again. And we won't have to worry about that shenanigans happening. So I'll probably try to go for that whenever I... So hopefully you won't see any issues for the next feature. Well, anyways, see, as you may have seen, Survival Level 1 and 2 are complete jokes, but starting in Survival Level 3, the enemies are actually a lot more intimidating. They take longer to defeat, they have health, and they also, more annoyingly, do more damage. They also have dark troops more sooner, so you have to defeat them faster. So that's when it, and certain attacks can just be really dangerous to you. Take this guy out first. And actually go around a bit, just making sure to defeat the other troops first before trying to take on the dark. I know we probably do not need to defeat Warden troops. I just like to do it anyways because it's safer that way. Rather that dark missiles. Alright. Alright, let's keep going. The next way should give us our 2 pound nails, and from there we'll probably just chillax for a bit. So like I said, these dark enemies are gonna be what really cheers us. Use a lot of health a lot faster. So starting here, we might actually start taking the HP after we finish them off. Okay, up top. That's where we need to go. We'll just do that first to get that out of the way. Otherwise, they might retreat. Okay, that's a good one. That's like a full health refill. Alright, good. We needed that. Whoa. No. Took damage from that. Okay. We have 2 phases from one thing off. Hopefully that should be enough. I don't want to redo this battle after what happened already. It's disappointing. Now we get Raiders in. Alright. Here's Giriam, he's just hiding here instead. Some area. I figured he would show up here at least once. It's not close enough to attack him. Probably wait until the magic, the final wave summons so we can get that done there. But anyways, see what I mean now? Now we're on this next part, and now all of a sudden it's not bugging out. I'm starting to believe that just resetting the whole setting it fixes the issue, but I think the only way to truly stop it otherwise is to just do other stuff. Okay, well, it's not how bad just finding the enemies before was, so we'll just take out the other enemies first. Rally Captain, Dark Sand, and other stuff first, so we can out of the way. I'm trying to make them split up once while we're at it. Oh great, they're both coming to us now. That's not good. Damn. So this dark version cannot be interrupted in one of his attacks. At least you can take as much damage as you want in these owls, otherwise it'd be even harder to deal with. Okay, that works. I just need one more defeat and we'll be out of here. But it's also a dark enemy. Dark Goma can be really tough as well because he'll sometimes run from us. Oh, okay, time to do this. He ran anyway, so I needed to do this anyway. What if we use specials on him instead? That could work. So I guess for some characters who are not good at quickly taking out these enemies, maybe having Show Fountain up instead of Magic Fountain might be better, since you can then just spam specials to AoE them down. That could work, depending on the battle. Well, now we have Dark and Sand in here. The original Knight cannot be knocked down. Thankfully, Ganon has many attacks that can be abused, so the others, he's probably the easiest of the bosses to take out, except for some random drops. He running on my fire attacks. We can use specials and mostly just take him out. So yeah. A little bit of delay, but he fell. Anchor Prison might be the one I actually try to do the new strat against. So, what's the new strat, you might ask? As you might have noticed, I just came up with a new strat to do, basically. Instead of bothering attacking the enemies and risk getting taken out ourselves, we're gonna attack them every few minutes when we get a chance, but then when they start doing their bad pattern and attacking us, we're just gonna keep using specials for the invincibility frames and just keep specialing them down until they deny, ideally. This can take a little bit longer than just doing it normally, but I think this is the safest way of beating them. This goes double for Cucco, who has even more damage than normal. So I guess probably the smarter way of doing it is trying to get a good combo going and quickly show before you take damage. So we're really just specialing for the iframes now. And then for the last one, we actually have a lot of HP. We'll just go normally and literally take down the Ferris. So I can show you how much damage you would take normally if you were doing this fast. Oh, he still hasn't ranged yet for some reason. Okay, well, if he wasn't going to do that, then yeah, that's fine by me. Mark Prison may actually be pretty simple compared to what I expected. Alright, so there's 3 minutes and we got that battle done. That was very profane. Keep in mind, part of that also includes Survival Battle Level 2 as well, but... Now there's just one more left and we're done with Impa. We did get the A rank. This is the one I thought might have 3k kills, so... I'm still gonna go super ham. How much did I have as a Link? 6k, okay. Maybe I could go about to 6k maybe as well. If I could somehow find a way to cut out his mills on this map, I would, but I don't think I should. Alright. Well then, hopefully the rest of this goes much more smoothly than it has been going lately. Got rid of him right away, cool. Save showed up. So we need to save for these saves quickly then. That's not what I wanted. See? I wanted to see if, yeah, no. Okay, never mind. Oh, faked me out. I thought the X-Wave was coming sooner. Okay, well now we have to do it again, so we can... The enemy is not down. Alright, this is the one that has the magic stash tube, right? So I'm running over and defeating that right away. That should be smart. Get rid of those guys early. Weaken the enemy captains. Defeat the other enemies, and then... I think I've already defeated the Heart Knight, so now we have to just take out Ganon. We should be fine. See, look at that. Even just one attack did that damage. That just shows you, even at max level, their players are still fragile to be taken out still. Good. We actually did it. It's ideal. We want to get for this first wave as soon as possible. As many as I can before they run away. There we go. Honestly, I kind of wish this battle ended like first, but I guess to be fair, it made sense that this battle stage takes place as regular Hyrule Castle rather than Ganon's Tower. Okay, that was a good amount. Honestly, adding Magi is basically just done here, just to make sure we could... Oh, wow, he didn't get interrupted. Go in there. That was weird. Okay. I assume though we'll be done with Impa for a bit. We'll still see him again in Legend Mode, but they'll be done here in Challenge Mode at least. So I guess using at least one of these on each wave is probably the preferred method. I know this is a little bit excessive, but I want to make sure that I can actually get them. After all, we don't want to have to redo these maps ever. I like playing it safe. I know some people just focused on the objective and not thought about it, and thus didn't end anything because of it. Otherwise, though, it's survival battles. You can take as much damage as you want, and we'll still get the A rank. Ideally, though, we'd want to take as little damage as possible, so we don't have to use our hearts until later. It is what it is if we have to use them. However, My biggest worry is because of all the... not every warrior being the strongest. That might struggle with taking out bosses. Okay, this is the only other take out normally. Defeat him first. I'll just do the safety. Alright. Got him down. Oh, I thought I had a special. That I should have thought about that better. Okay, let's go over here and defeat the rally captain there, so that he doesn't tease us here. See, look, now it's running more slowly. Believe me, it ends for a little bit, and then it is for no reason. I just don't get what happens half the time. Something just moves it. It's just weird, but that's the truth. I'm starting to think my other bed is moving it. That's possible, this Emilia, or so many other things. I can technically get around that by using a weaker killer, but why would I do it on a game like this? I think it would ruin my attack string, because I think was it in the Wii U version you would have to actually swing your remote if you were playing on a Wii remote to attack, which I think was quite bothersome. Anyways, just to prove my point, String Crush always misses if you're playing with this. We could always go behind King Dodongo though. In fact, I think probably the best strategy is when certain attacks come out, just go behind them. That's probably the safer way to defeat the dark bosses. Some will let you do it pretty easily, others will almost never let you do it. Those are the tough guys. Let you do that, it'll be much easier to take them out. Alright. Okay, time to defeat the third cess instead that comes rushing in. There would be at least a fourth. There might be a fifth again, last I heard. I will say, compared to what we had to do with the Ganon and Cucco, these particular versions of the survival battles are way faster due to having less tanky enemies, less giant bosses overall, and also having less waves. Overall, these battles are a lot faster than their counterparts. The problem is that it can be really tough to take out the Dodongos because the Warriors literally have nothing to knock them down, whereas you'll at least have a strategy to stun lock them no matter what. So you don't have that same thing, so it's actually a lot harder to do that. But in exchange, you get fairy magic, which is nice, I guess. Alright, so I think around here should be where I'm approaching a certain amount of KOs that I need for the A rank. Okay, I'm gonna delay this a lot longer. Now is when I want to use this. That was a regular Goma that just appeared, I think, so take him on very easily. Oh wait, first we have to pick out the magic stash troop, who's all the way over in the corner here. Definitely want to do that against the dividing Lanas. Also, there's not as much divisible enemies to deal with, too. The divisible enemies are very numerous here. Alright, coming away. Using a specialist to get rid of these dark Lanas that are right in my face here. There we go. I won't yield until close to the last, maybe. Alright. Okay, good. We defeated that hard captain just in time. This is what we'll take. But not the big one. We want to save that one for later. So yeah, there's a 4th assassin sod, and then we get close to the end. Probably do not need to defeat two specials. Okay. I think the minimum should be probably fairly around 5k, so that should be what we focus on getting. Alright, he's ready for him. Oh, I forgot, we could still do the super counter. I keep forgetting about that. You never were able to do the super counter in boss mode. You just had to stun lock them or defeat them some other way. But this is the night where I can actually do that. I need to remember that. Okay, we'll just fight for a bit. So far, we've been doing really well since the last time. I think the Daniel's the easier of the two. That's a really hard attack to avoid, so I'll just by going from behind, so I'll just from it instead. So we want to be in front of this guy, otherwise he'll attacking us aggressively. Those recon soldiers right in my face, and there we go. Dark Dodongo is defeated. Now we just need to defeat this guy before he calls in, gets any stronger. There we go. So yeah, and not much to say. Same battle again. What else can I say? It's just really tedious. It's really what it is. We'll get apart, sure. Okay, this one we can knock down actually. So this is where we're gonna use our extreme crushes. So I don't know how many dark enemies there are in the last battle. We'll save our special fountain fusses for in case there's multiple. That's actually what I'm saving that for, by the way. If for some reason they multiple enemies at once or whatever, and they cannot be extreme crushed, like they're all dark enemies, instead of using this fountain or magic fountain cheese, I'll do that. So I just realized something. I could probably knock them all down a lot easier using magic than using extreme crush, depending on what character animations go off. Like, Impa is a pretty wide animation when she does her magic break, so I might be able to actually knock down multiple at once. Alright, now we have the 5th assassin son. Now it doesn't really matter what we do, we can probably just okay and be fine. We'll probably end up getting 6k on complete accident though. Oh, now regular Lana finally decided to show up. Does that mean we're close to the end? Alright, so because there's the sash inside, there's one more before the end. So yeah, this is the only one that takes longer, but it is still half as long as the normal. There's right in my face. We'll save the healing for the last save if we can. This is tough. Can't even interrupt that because we can't do that while we're in the air. I like almost coughed there for a second. I'm not gonna lie though, I definitely want to do this game a bit more because everyone seems to be excited about me doing it. I read all of you guys' comments and you said how surprised you are that I've come this far and actually gotten pretty close to 100%. So that's definitely given me the inspiration to just keep going. I was initially gonna say one of the episodes at one point, but I'm figuring I'm not sure if I want to do that. I want to actually see the end of this playthrough too. Because if my second playthrough ends, I have an idea for what game will replace it. It'll still be slow like usual, but it'll be nice to have a different game for a change. Wow, okay, that didn't take too long. Alright, let's just take out the other cannons right off the bat, so this route down. Panhandle, I'll just try to bait out. Just have to spin around everything. Oh, already doing this. Alright. Just run away from him. Now, and try to focus on the Sia for a bit. And get rid of these divisible enemies. That one didn't finish off. Okay, there we go. This is not the spot I want to do that. Okay, if you're gonna keep moving, that's gonna do some damage. Whoa! Sheesh. That was just in time before he was about to do his attack. Okay, we'll do one more attack over here in the one side, wherever this guy is. Oh yeah, so we definitely want to take you out first. Imagine if one of these actually summons at the last possible second. That would be very tedious. Like, to be the summer, oh, just kidding, I win. I summoned the dudes anyway, so it doesn't matter. Darn it. I'd be like, darn it, man. This is not the hard part yet, so we'll try to attack this guy normally for the most part. Maybe try to take out these stinking moblins first by using specials since they're right next to me. Go. Oh, there's another one. There we go. Now we can actually focus on our draw. One thing I've definitely learned is these battles are very hard to do, even at 255, and without 255, they're probably almost to do. So I think this is the one reason why you would even want to get 255, to just trivialize a lot of these battles. Hey, let's get the heart. Oh, what? That's not a full heal? I didn't know that could sometimes not be a full heal. Oh, okay. I must have gotten lucky that I healed off of something. I have no idea what happened. Alright, this is the part that I mentioned I might want to use Special Fountain on. Because now there's two of these dark enemies. If we think you'll send down in first, it'll be pretty easy from here. The two walk really slowly towards us. Alright, now we're specialing because he's right away. So this is the part where I mentioned it might be slower but faster for safety overall. So that's just gonna keep specialing these guys. It's the only safety I really have. Only worries I'm not anymore. What? Oh, okay. One of them did die from it. Right. I was surprised. I thought I didn't do it. Alright, well, since 2,000 enemies was definitely more than enough. If we get that a second time, we know we can just go for the boss. So let's do that. And now we have one that bad, we can probably just kill. See, he does a lot of damage. I would probably run out of health before I defeated him if I was doing that normally. That's the only reason why I used the special fountain strat, so I could just safely cut him down without having to worry about it. That will work pretty well, particularly for characters that have a strong special attack. Too bad Impa's is not as good, but that can you do. All I can say is we did get the A rank time. The A rank time is also made longer on these longer maps too, because of course they are longer naturally. I think the A rank time for this is normally 20 to 30 minutes normally, so like 30 minutes maybe? Again, it's fairly easy to do. Fun fact, career time only matters in survival and and enemies. Brave Battle, since it's the same amount of time, it doesn't matter. So yeah, there we go. So we have boss challenge defeated with Impa, and we have battle challenge done with Impa. So that's a second character done. In the next one, we're going to move to do the exact same thing, but with Sheik instead. I hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys in the next video, and hopefully my OBS stops messing up. Until then, see you guys later. Bye.